Now, fresh reports on the existence of a radicalization cell in Malindi are now emerging as police narrow down on active cases linked to the second wave of the suspected religious extremism at Kwa Binzaro village in Kilifi.
Our detectives are corroborating statements from some of the suspects who were recently rescued from the village, with possible leads of unmasking those behind the spread of the deadly doctrine 2 years following the death of more than 400 people in Shakahola Forest. NTV's Kevin Mutai with the details.
The scope of investigations into radical religious teachings in Chakama Forest is widening, with officers from the Directorate of Criminal Investigations shifting their focus to reports of an active radicalization cell in Malindi. The officers are working to unmask faces behind the indoctrination, as well as rescue victims who could be on the verge of falling victim to suspicious religious activities. This comes a day after Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen accused Paul Mackenzie of influencing his followers while in prison. Preliminary findings also indicate that the secret confinement centers are being operated by followers and members of the Good News International Church in Furunzi, where radicalization started in 2017. Detectives believe that the cells are being used to temporarily hold the victims before being taken to the forest to begin the deadly fast.
They take advantage of the vastness and of the land we're talking about an area of forest of 100,000 acres and so forth. And some of these people go and hide there and, commit their atrocities.
The DCI Director of Homicide, Martin Nyuguto, is back on the ground, leading detectives in mapping of the suspected graves at Kwa Binzaro village, amid growing fears that the atrocities might have occurred beyond the 5-acre piece of land within the vast Chakama Forest. This is happening as the unit awaits Chief Government Pathologist Johansen Odwor with his team to arrive for the exhumation exercise.
Serikali yenyewe kuna utepetevu fulani ambao tunaona kwamba serikali ina fail kusupport zile department ambazo zinakafanya shughuli.
Biggest question that Kenyans are asking themselves today is who is behind Kwa Binzaro Shakahola 2.
Just like the Shakahola massacre, it has also been discovered that children were the first victims to die at Kwa Binzaro, either by starvation, strangulation, or blunt trauma, in order to end their lives before burying their bodies in shallow graves. Among those confirmed missing are 2 boys whose father died, and his body was recovered by detectives 3 weeks ago from the forest. Also, there are 6 children from Siaya whose father and mother are currently in police custody after being rescued at Kwa Binzaro village.
There's a particular person called Jared who went with his wife, all the way from Siaya back to Shakahola. And we rescued him in 2023. He went back to that forest to say he was going to pray.
Mackenzie is reaching out to his followers from the prison. Who is to blame, surely? You are the Cabinet Secretary for Interior. This person is in your hands, and you are allowing him to continue with the killer cult.
As at now, more than 100 people are in custody in relation to the cult deaths in Shakahola and Kwa Binzaro village. 95 of them already facing several charges, including murder, manslaughter, radicalization, terrorism, and child torture. 11 others are still under investigation while being detained at Malindi police station. Kevin Mutai, NTV in Kilifi.